So this is my cat, Luna. You can obviously hear in the background, this is during a hurricane. Here's the thing. I have a balcony that's very nice. Oh, it's baller! I actually have a very nice studio apartment. Doesn't matter. Just felt like bragging. And the other day, I was out there smoking cigarettes, which I've never smoked one, so you can figure out what I was smoking. Out there. And I got my little office chair, and I'm listening to some radio shows and just being an introvert by myself in my apartment. And there's like a wall that separates the balcony over, which is... I have no neighbors. Everybody moved out. They don't want to be around me. No, I don't think they can afford it. And the neighbors to the right, to the left of me, I'm to the right, they moved out. So there's nothing over there. But between the wall, there's like a little opening underneath where like animals can go underneath. I don't know why the opening is there. And the other day I'm out there and me and Luna are hanging out and we're looking at the pool that the balcony overlooks. And then, you know, like when you might be like this with a parent. I gotta turn it off. I don't know. Let me know. 856-494-6773. 856-49-HOPPY. Because maybe this is my equivalent to, you know, being a parent, because I'm never going to have kids. Because I got a vasectomy. You know what I mean? A jelly bean?
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
You know what happened? You know that moment where you stop kind of making sure you know where either your animal is or your cat, and you're like, they're totally not going to run away, and then you kind of go about your business, maybe you get a little higher drunk, and all of a sudden you're like, where the fuck's my kid? Where's my animal? Where are you? You know what happened? My cat, which this is the same cat that I had to start a GoFundMe. She's worth more than me. We had to get $4,000 to save her life during 2020. Thank God it wasn't now. No one gives money anymore in GoFundMes. Ladies and gentlemen, and Mike Kelters didn't promote it. But he'll promote hot women. But he's married. Why would he do that? Anyway, so what I'm saying is, my cat has a tendency to go under other houses. And then be like, I don't know how to survive. I doubt. She went underneath the little area to the other side of the balcony with my neighbors. And I looked at her and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get over, get back here. Are you out of your mind, Luna? I know I can be a lot to handle. This just in. I'm not oblivious to that. I ain't stupid. I ain't been living under a rock. I know I can be a lot. But I can also be a very good owner. And I care about my cat. And I was like, why would you do that? So I went to get the broom. She must have known I was getting the broom because I was just going to because it's like only like probably 6-7 feet is how long the balcony is. It's pretty much as long as me. So I was going to get the broom and force her and put it underneath and force her to come back. But then she goes back underneath. I didn't see it because I was getting the broom, but I would have loved to see her little fat body going underneath because she's chunky. And then she goes back into the house and runs. And then she goes to the food bowl. And I have my broom with her. And I didn't slap it with her, but I pushed it next to her. I was like, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind? Nah, she wouldn't have died over there. But still, it's like, come on, Luna. I love my cat, though. My cat will sleep with me if I set up a little fort. If I don't set up a fort, you know what happens? She'll sleep on the couch, which is right next to my bed, because I live in a studio apartment. But I'm a bachelor. But my cat is the best. She can be a little irritating. And she watches me have sex or have sex with myself. And it's very weird. And sometimes I'll be having sex with myself. And I'm just so freaking close. I'm like, I can't kick you off the bed. Just don't look at me. Daddy's vulnerable. Daddy's alone. And doesn't want to pay $17.99 a week for Bumble. That's why there's not some random broad over. Okay. Jesus Christ. This just got a lot. This just got out of control. But you know what? Who else is doing radio on Sunday? They're all hanging out. Oh, the big time radio shows are totally hanging out with their wife. They never have side chicks. They never have cover bands or cruises that are like thousands of miles from their wife. Yeah, they're just so loyal. Oh, they are. I'm often like, why don't people like me in radio? I mean, I have my friends in radio, don't get me wrong. But I'm like, well, why doesn't some former jobs like me? Because I don't shut up. You thought you'd just run my name through the ground and I'd go away. Like everybody else that worked there. But no. Bark, bark. Actually, it should be a meow, meow. This is me for the rest of my life. My cat represents me. I won't shut up. This is me. If I was a cat doing a podcast, this is what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Actually, you know what we should do? Could you imagine if my cat did a radio show? Mm-hmm.
This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
Always going in, never doubted. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source of trending topic. Be the hottest, search about his competition. Microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying.
L-U-N-A. 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 L-U-N-A.
Hoppe Hour.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
Hoppe Hour will be right back.
You probably had Taco Bell before.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
The semen was so big.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.